Good day, fellas. I hope you're ready for your daily dose of skill, and today we are going to play STB-1 since STB-1 is top of the tree, and I believe many people are going to be curious about this tank. Do you want to grind it or do you want to remember the tank itself? And I can tell you one thing. This is going to be super unpopular opinion from my side, but honestly, fellas, I feel STB is a bit overrated as a vehicle. Skill, how could you to say something like this? How could you? Well, the thing is, what is good about STB? STB has a great DPM, right? That's a fact, and this is very important thing to highlight. STB has extremely nice ability to play hold down, but like super good ability to play hold down. It is by any doubts extremely hard tank to play with. This is important thing to highlight, I would say, right? But a lot of people do not talk about one of the, well, it's not a feature, it is a drawback of STB, the gun handling. Fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I am not whining about the tanks for no reason, but the STB-1 gun handling can be extremely painful to play with and to deal with overall. At least that's what I noticed whenever I played with this tank without gold, right? I haven't paid that much attention before, but nowadays it is madness. Also, one more thing which is very worth to highlight is your turret armor is kind of laughable, if that makes sense. You cannot expect to bounce even anything, especially nowadays when people are going a lot with gold APCRs, hits, whatever, you name it. You can get penetrated easily into the frontal excuse me, fellas, I am whining so much I am missing some ear even. Anyways, what I want to say, I think people are looking into this to be better than the tank is worth, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm not only one who is thinking this way, maybe. Anyways, obviously this tank is loved by very good World of Tanks players, because once again you can load the heat and you can beat the living crap out of everyone in this way, which is obviously working very well usually. Although you will have situations whenever you are going to yeah, that was silly goose move from my side. I knew about this object and I really wanted to go on top of the hill because I needed to save the base. Well, shame, it is how it is. Anyways, first battle is kind of a fail, but I am not going to cry over it. I will accept it, I will get captured, and I will say, fine, fair enough, you got me. Anyways, while we are going to the garage, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you about the index page and obviously Skill4ltu Extra channel, right? What do I mean by saying this? If you want to see more of skill in the Skill4ltu Extra, you can find all various videos there, and usually currently we are working on the highlights of the stream. If we are having a great game, obviously it's going to be there, right? So first battle, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately defeat, enemies capture the base. What can you do? No complaints, no regrets, and I made a huge mistake against this object. He did absolutely everything properly, and I was silly enough goose to go like this. That's what we have, 2,800, definitely not ideal. I tried to play hold down as much as I physically and possibly could, and you know what is the funniest thing? We blocked only 390 damage. Speaking about the situation, about the profits, well, we lost 53,000 because we were spamming quite a bit of heat because E100 and everything. So yeah, let's go for round number 2, shall we? And we are back. Okay, this map is looking quite great. Now we need to make a decision. Do I want to go into the heavy line, kind of? This could be very risky. I mean, this is risk it for the biscuit strategy, if I can say so. This could go very, very well, and we will farm everyone who is playing here. Or alternatively, I will take one for the team and I am going to cry for my life decisions. Also could be very possible, fellas. Also could be very possible. Meanwhile, Leo is crossing like this, I see. Okay. Not exactly what I am aiming for, but that's what we have. Wow, they are crossing like there is no tomorrow. I am truly afraid about the Arthas. One more thing which I really want to highlight. When I was playing with this vehicle, I got penetrated so many times from Arthas, it wasn't even funny, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So I think this is definitely worth to highlight and to say that straight. Okay. Okay. This is the start, fellas. Not very good idea, honestly. But that is on me. I want to see this Leo peeking, and he will. It's a matter of the time. He will try to peek like this. Whenever he will peek like this, I am going to spank him, and we are going to say nyom, nyom, nyom. This is what should happen. In reality, you never know. No? Leo. Leo. Huh. This is very weird. Okay, Leo is thinking about peeking to the other side. Nice. Beautiful shot. Leo down to fartable. Very, very nice. And our heavies are kind of making a bit of pressure this way. Oh, Ferrari is burning. Unlucky, I guess. Nothing what he could change about this. Okay. Let's try to get involved. Let's try to get involved, fellas. Beautiful shot. And at this point, obviously, fellas, I am focused. I am trying to make the things work well. We are shooting from the relatively close range, so obviously this tank can hit. And this is exactly what we are looking for. Lost a bit of the hit points because of that light tank, but honestly it doesn't really matter. We are feeling alright here. In this kind of situation, obviously enemies has no team, and there is absolutely nothing what they could do about this. I do not know why Arta is making... Fellas, it is relatively early morning whenever I am recording this. Okay, you cannot call this morning, it is 11 AM. But holy bananas from Banana Land, this is looking like madness. It looks like I am by any means, I am not playing ideally, right? But holy F, even Arthas are pushing in front and trying to shoot on the move. Maybe it's full moon or something, I do not know. But it looks like people are kind of sleepy. Or they are walking when they are sleeping, if you know what I mean. Interesting. Our EBR survived even though he burned for most of his hit points. A high explosive on, aim for a pixel and hit him. Nice. Beautiful. Now look. I am kind of surprised the gun is treating us relatively well with this vehicle, at least for now. There was some games whenever I played with this tank, right? And whenever I had such a disgusting experience, when I couldn't hit absolutely anything and I was crying in the corner all the time, you know? The gun simply refused to work, and it happens. By the way, as you can see, looks like we cannot kill this guy. We missed a couple of the easy shots, but it is how it is. All in all, not a horrible game. Considering it was like, what, 4 minutes or something, it is not bad whatsoever. 4,000 damage, 1,400 assisting damage. I wish I wouldn't suck in the first game. Although, to be fair with you, even though if I would survive, we would still get completely captured out. So, I do not really think I can cry about this, don't you think so? So, that's what we have, fellas. 4,000 damage, 1,400 assisting damage. We should be top on damage, I'm pretty sure about this. Top on damage, second by experience. I am feeling relatively happy with this, and we made quite a bit of the profits as well. Nice, let's go for round number 3. Ghost Town it is. Okay, tier 10 matchmaking, no artist, that's nice. What is the perfect place to play for STB? I believe I do not really need to highlight this, but pretty much this side is the side to play. One more thing which I want to say about STB, I think this tank is requiring a lot of heat ammunition in order to play properly. That's how I feel like. And I would say, first things first, we will take this hold down position here, and we are going to make sure enemies are not going to enjoy themselves. This is the plan, fellas. Okay, enemy STB is trying to get involved. Good. I am going to... I don't really think hits are actually necessary against enemy STB, right? Hi, how are you doing? Kaboom. That was a big fat misplay by this gentleman. He's not going to enjoy himself. You see, STB is kind of created from the close range. You want to be relatively close, so then you can punish enemies like there is no tomorrow. That's the biggest highlight of this tank. If you are trying to snipe from the back, this is not going to be so enjoyable, and this is not going to be that great. It is going to be relatively painful, right? Now, speaking about the armor, like I said before, and it is not ideal, fellas. Armor of this vehicle is not a solid banana out of 10. Trust me on this one. Okay. I have a plan. I want to play here hold down, especially when enemies will try to make a bit of pressure, because I have a feeling they will. And if they will say blah, 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 then we are going to make sure they are going to regret their life choices. That's the whole plan of all this. Also, I have a feeling I can use those bushes in front of me and I can start spanking enemies. I have a feeling I can do that. I will return to the same position once in 10 seconds, and we should be able to eliminate the pattern, hopefully, fellas, hopefully. Once again, we have all time in the world of tanks. We are waiting until he will get spotted. Whenever he will get spotted, we are going to give him one from the right side. Okay, cupola, kind of. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about whenever I am saying the gun of STB is kind of bad. From the distance, STB gun is like a nightmare. Obviously, from the close range, you can hit your shots and life is beautiful, everything is fine, blah blah blah. But let's get real. From the close range, majority of the tanks are working like this, and with majority of the tanks you can hit. The main question is how the gun accuracy is looking like via long range, and whenever you are snap shooting, right? It's important thing to say. By the way, it doesn't look great. Speaking about this game, it doesn't look great. I think we are kind of losing city, and unfortunately I do not really think I can help in the city. Actually, you know what? There is a chance this botchet is sitting in this typical bush over there. What do you think? Huh? I think we are hitting him. Let's go for another one. I still think we are hitting him. Let's go for another one. And now we are missing. Okay. I am always up for a blind shots, especially whenever I have nothing to do in the game. I am always up to try to blind shot someone, right? Good. I am feeling fine. Now the biggest question which is happening in my head, do I want to retreat from this position? Because here I am feeling like a king, you know. If enemies will try to make a bit of pressure like so, we are going to make sure they are going to be punished for that. Now, if I am going to take this position here, I really doubt I am going to get enough use. I don't really think it is worth it. And yeah, I can see, fellas, the score. We are losing by 10,000 hit points. I am very, very, very well aware of that, and I know we cannot do shit about this. We just need to accept this. We just need to accept this and support our STB as much as we physically and possibly can. There is still a lot of tanks not spotted. Leo, Fava, Grille. Yeah, plenty of tanks not spotted. Okay, how the things are looking like? It looks like enemy 13105. He was spotting all the side, and sniper schnitzels pretty much banged every single gentleman who was playing around this area. It looks like it. Not a bad play. Not a bad play, fellas. Oh, Grille. I see Grille. But Grille is not my priority. Currently, I'm trying to figure out how to beat the living crap out of this light tank, or alternatively out of the heavy tanks who are pushing through the middle of the field. Even though, once again, this shouldn't be a victory, we should be able to get a decent performance for ourselves. That's what I think, and that's what I want to believe. Oi, 5 guns here. 5 guns here. Interesting. Cool. Let's try to spot them. Let's try to spot them. We have STB in the back. Nice. And this is where this tank is shining. Close distance. Enemies have no chance to deal with... Well, they have a chance to deal with us, right? It's not like they cannot hit us or something. They can. They are just missing their shots. There is no such a thing as the perfect cooldown for this vehicle in a way. Oh, yo, unlucky. Unlucky. Well, nothing what he can change about this. I'm trying to get tracking shot. Beautiful. Another tracking shot. Very nice. I do not really think I can change something. Yeah, it's okay. Look, I did not really play that bad this game. I am feeling pretty happy with my performance overall. Unfortunately, we did not have the greatest team ever, but it is how it is. We definitely can't cry over this. I am truly feeling alright. So, once again, speaking about this game, I think that was perfection for STB-1. We sat hold down as much as we physically and possibly could, and we did absolutely everything properly. And I really want to get my mind straight after this. Let's check the score, let's check our average performance, and I really want to say what do I think about STB, okay? Because it is important. So let's see. What kind of score do we have with this tank? Hey, Mark of Excellence. I'm joking. We have Mark of Excellence for a long time with this tank already. So what do we have? We have 6,000 damage, 500 assisting damage. We are top by experience. We are top by the damage. We made some profits. Hip hip hooray. That was the third game was literally perfection for this tank. Now, all in all, performance is 4.3 thousand damage and 600 assisting damage, which is bringing us to 5,000 combined. Now, skill, what do you mean by saying STB is overrated tank? Fellas, I think STB is extremely hard tank to play with, especially for a newer player. I think armor of STB is honestly shitter than armor of the 140, for example. I honestly think STB has worse armor, but STB has a better chance and better opportunity to play hold down, right? That's about it. And once again, I really want to highlight this. From the long range, gun handling of STB is horrible. Even from the close range, whenever you have an unlucky game, you might not enjoy yourself and you might cry in the corner because you are missing absolutely everything, right? And I know a lot of players are talking about STB as the best tank in the game. I really doubt most of the people would say that, right? It is just their vehicle. So once again, what is the playstyle of STB? You need to be close range from the enemies, right? So your gun can actually work, and then you need to start farming them. If you are meeting heavy tanks, you are spamming the full heat ammunition. If you are not meeting the heavy tanks, if you are fighting against the Panthers or whatever else, then APs are working just fine. And this is my overall opinion about this tank. This is what I think, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, STB in action. In my humble opinion, it's a bit overrated. I think, in fact, UDES is better than STB. That's what I think. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a great time and I hope you enjoyed yourself. Obviously, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for our patrons, for people who are clicking join button in the YouTube, and obviously for everyone who are using index page as well. Thank you. I hope we are worth it, and see you very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.